no boxing in this stream today. This is for my NFL faithful. Which, by the way, I'm gonna break down that Ravens Colts game. Hell of a game. I'm gonna talk about Lamar Jackson and Carson Wentz, battle of the two quarterbacks that haven't took the potion. Because from what I heard, Lamar Jackson, who got the Razor Ramona twice, still won't take the the potion. And Carson Wentz said as well. So that was kind of funny. That should have been the headline. Now I might use that for the no I'm not. I don't think. But nevertheless, I want to talk about the fallout with Jon Gruden. And I'm gonna keep it 100, man. It's almost to the point that I'm kind of like grinning, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I never liked Jon Gruden. I never liked him as a coach, and I got those senses that he was who he was revealed to be, yesterday. And it's kind of funny, and Antonio Brown hinted that Jon Gruden was like that, and it was disregarded, But I'm gonna tell you why Jon Gruden resigned. It wasn't so much he could have survived the stuff he said about the Morris Smith. He could have possibly survived the comments he made about female referees. But we all know, if you say something about the alphabet people, then here they come. The thing is, with Gruden, he got hit with the triple whammy. And I'm going to say something else that's real talk. Somebody had been holding on to them emails for a while, because them emails date back to 2011. So whoever this is, they had a vendetta versus him, and they were saving this for a rainy day. Now, in the emails, he alleged that Roger Goodell is, he called him the other F word. Now there's a rumor going around that Roger Goodell is a closeted you-know-what, even though, he's married or whatever the case may be. And that seemed to be something that everybody in the NFL knows anyway. So basically, that's been exposed. So now Roger Goodell's lifestyle is in question. Then the comments he made about the Morris Smith, about the Michelin tires. Now it's funny, when that article first came out, people dismissed him as being, a bigot or a WS. Now all of a sudden, since all three groups have been, targeted, and that he attacked blacks, women, and, what I'm saying, people that live alternative lifestyle, now all of a sudden everybody is saying, oh, well, what he said was, what? What he said is racist. But they was kind of like hinting that maybe it wasn't, maybe it was. Now all of a sudden, all this thing came out. Now they said it was flat out. Look, like I said, man, I never cared for Gruden. Like I said, when he was in Oakland the first time, I just got those vibes about him. And I remember an incident that happened with him and Jerry Porter, the wide receiver. And Jerry Porter kind of didn't like Jon Gruden, and they said Jon Gruden used to be like messing with Jerry Porter, the wide receiver. When Jerry Porter first was drafted, they said Jon Gruden walked up to him and he asked him, how was he doing? So Jerry Porter said, oh man, I'm chilling, coach. And then they said every time Jon Gruden saw him, he would say, what's up, chilling? So he was technically trying to patronize him and antagonize him. So like I said, I'd heard a lot of stuff about Jon Gruden. And also, let's go back to that Super Bowl that he won versus his team when he was traded to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A lot of people believe that they cheated in that Super Bowl and that the NFL didn't want to run an investigation because they felt like it could open up Pandora's box. So they just quickly let it die down. But they had several Raiders players basically talking about it. And that includes the great Jerry Rice. Even Jerry Rice believed that Tampa Bay cheated in that Super Bowl. Everybody believes that. And I'm not saying it out of sour grapes or nothing. This was something that was going around. Now, in case you guys don't know, I think the center, Barrett Robbins, he disappeared. And then you had dudes like Tim Brown saying that, you know, Callahan, which, by the way, nobody could stand, said that he changed the game plan the eve of the Super Bowl. Now, in case you guys don't know, that Super Bowl with the Raiders and the Buccaneers got played immediately a week after the championship game, which usually they give you 2 weeks. But that particular Super Bowl, which I think that was the last Super Bowl that they ever played, like on a week's notice. You know. They had already said that Callahan had called Gruden and he basically told them what plays they was going to run. And keep in mind, after they destroyed the Raiders in that Super Bowl, Jon Gruden said, man, we knew everything they was going to do. This was like practice. And the reason why they knew everything they was going to do, because people believe that Callahan, you know, told Jon Gruden their game plan. Where basically, we all know Rich Gannon wasn't a stretch the field like quarterback. He was a dink and dunk quarterback, a 5-yard pass here, 8-yard pass here. He was the type of dude that would just like, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't a dude that would launch the ball. You know, he didn't have that type of arm. You know, he didn't have no, he didn't have no cannon arm, you know. But their Super Bowl plan was to basically run the ball, chew up the clock, play solid defense. And then Tim Brown said the eve of the game, he said Callahan changed the game plan where they basically said that they was going to throw the ball like 40 times. And the wide receivers was like, what? So basically, if you put together a game plan where you just basically going to throw the ball and not try to run, well, that means the defense is going to know what you're going to do. They're going to throw a lot of nickel packages out there. You know, and then possibly they're gonna blitz, and then they're gonna you know what I'm saying, try to rush the passer. And Barrett Robbins disappeared because he was like, please don't do this to me. He was like, please don't do this to me. And he disappeared and went to Mexico. Now keep in mind also, that Super Bowl was played in San Diego that year. So that's why they said Barrett Robbins disappeared and ran to San Diego. I remember this like this was yesterday. And I knew something was strange about that Super Bowl. But also, in case you guys don't know, this was also confirmed by Jerry Rice and Tim Brown that some of the players on the field tried to jump on Callahan, basically accusing him, hey, you sabotaged us. They tried to whoop his ass. And then on the plane, they had to have security separating some of the players from him on the plane going back to the Bay Area. They wanted to whoop his ass. And this is on YouTube. If you think I'm joking, this is on YouTube. Look it up. Go to the YouTube search engine. Jerry Rice believes Raiders Super Bowl versus Buccaneers was rigged. Yeah, I guess they did. But yeah, like I said before, I swear I never liked Jon Gruden. I never liked that dude. I always sensed that about him. So it didn't come to no surprise when the comments about DeMaurice Smith came out. Because a lot of them dudes think that black executives don't belong there. Which I don't understand why he be sitting up there wanting to rub elbows with them so bad. Why he feel important by wanting to be sitting up at tables with Roger Goodell and those other racist NFL owners. So I'm just keeping it a buck. See, nobody wants to talk about that. But I said before. Jon Gruden was never that good of a. Jon Gruden was never that good of a coach. He was never that good of a coach. One, Mark Davis with his silly ass. That man gave him like more money than what Bill Belichick make. You gave him a 10-year, $100 million contract for what? He was making more money than Bill Belichick. And I'm telling you now, Jon Gruden won't ever coach or be part of the NFL because it's been revealed, according to reports, that he is a racist, he is sexist, and he is homophobic. Because the emails said that he made reference to the NFL allowing gay players in. Now, keep in mind that the Oakland Raiders have an openly gay player on the team, which I think he revealed that he was gay basically because there was rumors that they was going to cut him. So basically, if they would have cut him, they would have made it look like he would have tried to make it look like they cut him because he was gay. Which, that was pretty clever. But at the same time, it was cowardly. It was cowardly also. So basically, they couldn't cut him. So, you know. But like I said, as a, I've been a lifelong Raider fan. I never liked Gruden. Even when that Chucky stuff was going on, I would just be like, what is so special about this dude? I didn't think nothing was special about him. But like I said, behind the scenes, you had heard stuff about this dude. So nothing surprised me. All I can say is whoever held on to them emails, they was waiting for this. He did something to where he must have did something that was so reprehensible to where they was like, I'm gonna get him. And this is what I like try to tell people. Like when you do content on YouTube, you have to remember when you push that record button, and you stop it and you load a video, remember, and you keep it on here, even if you erase it, you never know. You never know. And you never know who may see this video. You never know who may see that video. Then all of a sudden, somebody bring it up, you could go on to do something else. The next thing you know, here's somebody come bringing up something you did or said a long time ago. So like I said, whoever saved them emails, it was somebody that had a long time gripe with him. You got to remember, those emails are from 2011, 10 years ago. And they said he sent those emails to Bruce Allen. And I know Bruce Allen at one time used to work for the Raiders organization. I think he was a GM. And I think he went on, if I'm not mistaken, I think, did Bruce Allen go to Tampa Bay with Jon Gruden? If I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. Hey, can somebody look up and see, did Bruce Allen go to Tampa Bay with Jon Gruden? Because Jon Gruden wasn't fired by Al Davis. He was actually traded, which, by the way, I didn't even know you could trade a damn head coach. I didn't even know you could do that. Yeah, he fired himself. You got to understand, you living in the day of political correctness, where everybody like try to have an angle. Everybody will try to find something to be mad about or complain about. No, he won't ever be part of the NFL again. Because now you got people questioning, what is Roger Goodell into? Okay, it was McKay. Okay. Did Bruce, maybe Bruce Allen went to Washington. Maybe he went to Washington. Yeah, McKay, you right. And after Jon Gruden won that Super Bowl, he didn't do nothing. And he ended up getting kicked out of Tampa Bay. Ain't did nothing since he returned to the Raiders. Like I said, he can't coach. He overrated. Always have been overrated. And then you don't even want me to start with Derek Carr. I stand by what I said with Derek Carr, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. As long as Derek Carr is the Raiders' starting quarterback, the Raiders won't ever win a Super Bowl. Because I've been seeing this for 6 years. Whenever it come time for Derek Carr to make a big play or win a meaningful game, he disappears. He disappears. He'll make a bad decision. He'll throw a critical. Either he just won't be able to move the ball. Already the Raiders are didn't drop 2 in a row, and they starting to look like the same old Raiders. And the same old Derek Carr. I give a damn. I'm telling, look, bro. I'm just telling you, it is what it is. As long as Derek Carr is the Raiders' star quarterback, the Raiders ain't gonna ever win a Super Bowl. I would have traded Derek Carr for Dak Prescott in a heartbeat, without hesitation. The Raiders should have considered Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was interested in coming to the Raiders. At least with Aaron Rodgers, you got a short-term solution. You might could get back to the Super Bowl and win. The Raiders got solid offense. Now their defense is a little shaky. But the Raiders have never had what you call A1 defense. They might have one good cornerback and then a couple of good defensive players on the line. And then they gave away Khalil Mack for basically some beer and pizza. So I'm just telling the truth. Like I said, as long as Derek Carr is the Raiders starting quarterback, they not ever gonna win no Super Bowl. I promise you that Derek Carr is gonna do it again. When it come time to win a big game, he gonna self-destruct. Got outplayed. Yeah, he got outplayed by Justin Fields. And I'm talking to, I was talking to somebody. Everybody keep talking about, well, Derek Carr got the most comeback wins. Well, how many playoff appearances do he got since he been with the Raiders? What, 1, 2? How many playoff games the Raiders have won under Derek Carr? What, 1? 2 at the most? You have to remember something. Yeah, come from behind wins look good at times, but then it also says something. Well, why you always have to come back from behind to win a game? Okay? And I'm just keeping it 100. Maybe if you would put yourself in a position to build the lead, you wouldn't always have to come from behind. And then speaking of football, another question is, have people figured out the Kansas City Chiefs? Have Patrick Mahomes been figured out now? Like I said, it looked good when you talked about, they came back from 10 down. Well, why do you always have to come back from 10 down? How about you being 10 up? I'm just telling you now, man. I know I didn't cover football for 2.5 years because of the cap stuff. Well, I'm back now. Oh, man, Lamar Jackson. Nah, you got to wait for that video, Lou. You got to wait for that video. Oh, I'm going to talk about Action Jackson. Man, he must have been listening to, Lamar Jackson was sensational tonight. He played. If Lamar Jackson can keep this up and play like this the rest of the season, I'm telling you now, the people better look out for the Ravens. Yeah, he only in year 4? I'm telling you right now, man. Jackson looks, 4 touchdowns, 400 yards. Man, we stay high, no lie, balling. Man, he was balling. You'll take Cam. Cam ain't playing right now. Lamar Jackson, to me, looked like in this particular game, he figured it out. And he looked, and this time, he was reading the defenses. He was reading the defense, man. Lamar Jackson looked, I'm going to tell you right now, if Lamar Jackson keep playing the way if he continue to play like this, Him and Josh Allen is gonna battle it out for like league MVP, because Josh Allen, even though Josh Allen, he was balling. I mean, he was like, Josh Allen was balling. I didn't even know that kid could scramble like that. I mean, he did it. I mean, Josh Allen did it all. I mean, he carved that Chiefs defense up. And Patrick Mahomes looked like that Patrick Mahomes that played in the Super Bowl a little bit. Patrick Mahomes did make some solid plays, but he threw a crucial pick. He threw a crucial pick six. But yeah, don't worry, y'all. That NFL video coming. I'm gonna do that before I go to sleep, because I gotta get up in a couple of hours. I gotta go back to work. But yeah, don't worry. That Ravens video is coming. Who's gonna take over as head coach for the Raiders? Have they announced that yet? Because I haven't got to do any digging. I haven't got to do any digging about who's gonna take over for Gruden. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, Gruden left because he knew that they was finna hit the Raiders hard. You know, the Raiders just got that new stadium in Vegas, and you know, for real. I wouldn't be surprised. I kind of got an idea who held on to those emails and released them and leaked them. You should already know. You already should know who I think released those emails. I got an idea who released those emails. I have the defensive coordinator. Okay. Oh, Dan Snot. Okay. Hey, that's kind of funny, y'all. I bet you Urban Meyer wish he would have held out for that job. I bet you Urban Meyer wish he could have that job. Yeah, Urban Meyer probably somewhere like, damn. But Urban Meyer, I think he may be out of football after this season. So, you know, I think he may be out of the NFL after this season, because Urban Meyer, from what I heard, he already lost the locker room. And then, quiet as kept, my sources are telling me that the Raiders locker room was really split over the comments that Jon Gruden made. And the reason why, like I said, he left, because remember, he has a openly gay player playing for him. So you already know they was going to come to him and asking him, so how do you feel about your coach who made these I seen the emails, what he allegedly said about, they were paraphrasing, they were paraphrasing what he allegedly has said. He called Roger Goodell the other F word and called them, and he called them the P word, and then he made, references to female referees. And like I said before, don't be surprised if some more emails come up with him saying some racist stuff. Don't be surprised. I got a feeling that this may be just the beginning of these emails that's going to be released. He also criticized Eric Reed. He said he also said that he believed Eric Reed should be fired for kneeling for the national anthem. So Gruden been saying all kind of stuff. I just got a funny feeling that more emails are coming. And like I said before, I think it's gonna get worse because he quit. He resigned. And usually when somebody resigns, that means that a shitstorm is coming. That means that something big is coming. That means that it's gonna get worse. Oh, oh yeah, he tried to make. Well, his brother came and went anyway. His brother was just, you know what I'm saying? I promise you guys, I promise you what's ever in those emails, I promise you that it's going to get worse. I wouldn't be surprised within the end of the day, you're going to see some more emails pop up where he said even more blatantly racist stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if you see some emails where he used the N-word. Remember, he quit. That means he knew something was coming. I'm thinking that it was somebody real close to him that saved them emails. Hey, what's up, Two Raw? Hey, that's funny. That's funny. But like I said, like I said, man, I always thought that about Jon Gruden, man. He just always gave me a bad vibe. So when those emails, and I remember I had sent this stuff to Two Raw anyway. I wasn't surprised because they're saying that he outed Roger Goodell, saying that this is something that's well known around the NFL. They're saying that this Roger Goodell thing, they're saying this is something that's like was the NFL's like best kept secret. That's why he called Roger Goodell that F word, the other F word, because it might be possibly, because I did a little bit of research. So now they saying that's you know what I'm saying, that was the little secret about the NFL. Wouldn't surprise me if Roger Goodell got down like that. Maybe that's why he was advocating so hard for NFL teams to sign, a player like that. And like I said, due to the fact that the Raiders have an openly gay player, that was going to open Pandora's box. So, they was going to come straight to him because you know how the media love to instigate stuff. So they probably was like, okay, Mark Davis probably just told John, hey, John, you got to resign, man. You got to resign or I'm going to have to fire you. I'd rather you resign than, people call for me to fire you. So probably in retrospective that he probably was fired, but they told him they'll make it look like he resigned. And like I said before, Jon Gruden's football career on a professional level is done. He is toast. Like I said, he'll be lucky if he get in junior college. I hope he saved his money because he's done. Now, what's going to be funny is you're going to have people writing articles about, well, is Rod really like that? And it's got, like I said, it's kind of, it's kind of funny. I'm thinking about the fact that Skip Bayless wrote a book about Troy Aikman being gay. But the funny part about it is, a lot of people around Dallas area, they can prove that Skip Bayless, that Skip Bayless is the one that's living an alternative lifestyle. I've heard that about Skip Bayless for a while, him and Jason Whitlock. I found that hilarious. I found out hilarious that Skip Bayless had the audacity to call Troy Aikman gay, but then that's been a rumor that's been floating around about him forever. Him and Jason Whitlock. Nah, I know some people in Dallas that all but kind of confirmed it. Like, if you from Dallas, you know what's up. Just like I heard shit about Jason Whitlock years ago, back in like the early 2000s. So, none of this stuff comes to a surprise to me. And usually guys that act like, and him and Skip Bayless sort of have the same condescending demeanor too, when you think about it. Cause I'm just keeping it a buck. But yeah, I just found that ironic that Skip Bayless had the audacity to say that about Troy Aikman. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not a Troy Aikman fan. I think Troy Aikman, this is my own personal opinion, I've heard this about him. I heard this about Jason Whitlock like years ago. To me, it's kind of not really a secret. Everybody kind of knows it. So, I'm just telling the truth. Oh man, I'm gonna talk about that later on. I gotta do this Gruden stuff because this is like a big story. Cause I gotta get back on my NFL. Like, yeah, this is a big story. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna say this right quick. You talked about Jamel Chalo. They boycotting him, or they I'm just gonna say this about him. He just needs to just shut his damn mouth. I've never seen a dude so emotional like him. Like I said, any little thing set him up. He shouldn't even be responding to people. Like I said before. But he gets so emotionally caught up in just anything. Like I said, he just have, I just don't understand it with him. But I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But yeah. Deep. Nah, he kind of like swimming in it. Like, it's a wrap for him. It's a wrap for him, man. His football career is over. He's not gonna ever get an NFL head coaching job. He's not gonna get an executive job. He's not. Hey, he finna be the new Tim Hardaway. He finna be the new Tim Hardaway, which, by the way, It's about damn time they put Tim Hardaway in the Hall of Fame. You know, this has just been ridiculous. He made those comments 20 years ago, and they still won't let it go. And that's what I'm saying. You could be a black man, you could say one little thing, and people won't shut up about it. But if you're white, you say something, they tell you you need to get over it. So he finna be the new Tim Hardaway. I got a feeling too, Raw. That's the next thing. I think that those emails, I think it's about to get worse. Like I said, whoever he pissed off, man. You have to understand something too, Raw. Those emails are 11 years old. So somebody took those emails and was like, I'm gonna save this for a rainy day. I wonder how many people gonna throw him under the bus. I wonder how many people gonna jump on the bandwagon and say, yeah, man, I heard Jon Gruden saying the N-word. I promise you somebody gonna say that. I promise you that's coming up. I promise you. I promise you that's coming up. Those emails, I'm telling you, is something on there that's really bad. You already know we live in a time where people just pile on you and jump on the bandwagon. So I promise you somebody, because Adam Schefter is the one that like outed him about the other stuff. So I promise you somebody finna come out and say, yeah, man, I heard Jon Gruden using the N-word and all this kind of stuff, because that's what happened with Bill Romanowski. You know, Bill Romanowski got outed for being a racist. You know, Bill Romanowski allegedly told some teammate who happened to be white, because you know Bill Romanowski used to keep some briefcase full of steroids. Like he'd keep a briefcase full of all different type of steroids, and he'd say, "Hey, take this, take that. You have to do these type of drugs to keep up with the ends." So the dude outed him, and then he did this fake ass crocodile tear sermon about, I would never say that, and I'm not like that. They always say that shit. You always need to watch out for the dude that say, oh, I'm not a racist. I got 2 black friends. You know what I'm saying? You know, like Jeff Kent, when Jeff Kent was accused of being a racist, he said, I got 2 black friends, so I'm not a racist. That's my favorite line when I hear them dudes say, yeah, I'm sorry for saying the N-word and saying this about black people, but I'm not a racist. I wish one dude would just be honest and just say, you know what, man, I'm a racist. Fuck it. I just wish somebody, because it makes it worse when somebody try to sit up there and insult your intelligence. You know, Marge Shaft that used to own the Cincinnati Reds, her name was Margie Shaft, I think. She didn't even deny when people called her a racist. It's almost like she kind of embraced it. So she kind of didn't, you know, she kind of embraced it. She kind of liked it. You know, so she got to. Yeah, that don't mean nothing. Yeah, excuse me, Marge Shot. Excuse me, my bad. Too raw. Yeah, she used to own the Cincinnati Reds, and she was a blatant racist. And I mean, she didn't even, like I said, she didn't even hide it. Just like what was that dude? Could somebody tell me what was the original owner of the Washington Redskins, where they just recently removed that statue, that dude said he would never sign an end to play for his team. But yeah, Marge shot. Sorry, my bad. But she didn't even deny it. Like I said, she damn near embraced it. Is that his name? Oh, that's it, right? Hey, Percy, what is the dude's name that owned the Redskins that said he would never sign? Okay, yes, him. They recently removed. What's up, Percy? Ain't seen you in a minute. He said that he would never sign. They literally threatened to take the team away from him if he wouldn't sign a black player. And they not. That's why I understand why you don't root for Redskins, that a lot of them are Ravens fans like somebody else. Yeah, I gotta do a Preston Marshall video. I gotta do a video about him one day. That dude was a horrible person. I'm gonna do a video about him, Marge shot, and what's her name? Martha Ford. I'm gonna do a video. If Al Davis was here, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. If Al Davis was here, I think the Raiders would still be in Oakland. That's a good question. That's a good question. But I know that the Washington Redskins was one of the if not the very last team to sign a black player. Just like this is why I don't like the Boston Red Sox. I won't ever root for the Boston Red Sox because of their history. Everybody know the Boston Red Sox was the very last team to sign a black player. And I remember when Jim Rice played there, whenever Jim Rice would make a mistake, they would call him the N-word. Now, when he played good, they would cheer for him, call him the N-word. Oh, yeah, that dude that owned the Texans, yeah, him too. Because I believe that they set up you know who. Because a lot of people believe that the Texans, set brother man up. Because soon as he asked for a trade, then all of a sudden, this stuff with these chicks came up. And then the lawyer that was in charge of the case, he's a known, ambulance chaser. Deshaun Watson. A lot of people believe the brother got set up. And this was some ploy to devalue him. So basically, nobody would want him in a trade. So he would be stuck there. Or they basically could just toss him out on his ass, like yesterday's trash. You got to understand, an NFL contract is not guaranteed. Basically, it's basically like a damn handshake, damn near. Basically, it's damn near like a handshake. I never liked the Boston Red Sox. Keep in mind, the Boston Red Sox organization got sued in the 80s by a guy claiming that the organization was racist, and he won. I forgot what the dude's name is. But you've always heard this about, like, I just cannot root for that team. I just can't, because like I said, I just know how they are. And I remember Barry Bonds, before he retired, Barry Bonds said, if it's one city I would never play in, I would never play in Boston. Yeah, and Martha Ford is damn near 100 years old. Big Mo Vaughn. I was, like I said, one of the biggest joys of my lifetime as a little kid, and I'm gonna say this right quick, and I'm gonna end this stream, was that the 1986 World Series, when they blew that World Series and they ended up losing back-to-back games. Now, don't get me wrong, I feel bad what happened to Bill Buckner, because one, he shouldn't have been out there. Everybody knows Bill Buckner had bad legs. And I remember that when it first happened. I'm sitting up there watching that with my brother, and we in the living room. That was amazing when I seen how that ball went through his legs. And I'm talking about they was one pitch away. I mean, they was one out away from winning the World Series, and that damn ball went through Bill Buckner's legs. And you already knew, well, that's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. You knew that World Series was over. You knew they was going to end up losing that game, and they was going to end up losing the next game. Just like 1988, I turned off that play whenever they show it on TV, that damn Kirk Gibson home run. Man had one damn leg, and Dennis Eckersley, one of the greatest relief pitchers of all time, left the ball hanging, and he nailed that motherfucker into the stands. Yeah, they wanted to kill Bill Buckner. Do you know he got death threats because of that? You know, his brother said he had to damn near lay hands on somebody. Said, you cost us the World Series. No, the manager cost you the World Series because he shouldn't have been out there. And just like Dusty Baker cost the Giants that World Series. So Dusty Baker caused the Giants that, like I said, I've seen some horrible things. Yep. 1988. I think I was like, I just made like 14. I couldn't believe that shit. I refused to watch that play from this to this day. To this day, I will not watch that play. Whenever they show that, I'll turn that shit off immediately. The A's was the best team in baseball. Had the best pitching. They had the A's. The A's was the best team in baseball. And somehow, some way, they ended up losing that damn World Series. And then the one they did win, they had the earthquake. All right, y'all. I'm out. Appreciate y'all tapping in, man.